When Kernaghan Adjusters decided to open another branch on Vancouver Island, BC back in February 2011, they called on literally a couple of experienced adjusters, Brad Murray and Debbie Halstead.
We are a couple. We're an adjusting couple. So wherever one of us goes, the other one of us goes. A lot of people would think, are they crazy, living together and working together? But we've been doing it for a long time, and it seems to work for us. Brad, has his own specialized line of work, and it doesn't really cross that much. We like to bounce ideas off of each other for sure, because he's done it all, and I stay out of logging, forestry, and hydroelectric dams.
By working and living together, it must be hard not to bring the work home.
It is, but like I say, his work is so different. I wouldn't pretend to know what a Rotec bearing is, or if it's shot or not, and but it's helpful for me because, like I say, Brad grew up doing the same kind of generalized claims that I do, and so it works very well. I try to specialize more in liability type losses, and I think in that way sometimes I can even help him if he runs into that kind of work in his files.
Though Brad and Debbie, who moved from Kelowna, vacationed on Vancouver Island for many years, they soon learned that working on the island presents some unique challenges.
The majority of my work, probably 90%, relates to forestry construction equipment, doing the appraisals and the adjustments on them. One of the accounts that has really grown for me is the Truck Loggers Association. I'm the control adjuster for them. So it keeps me very busy in the island from the top to the bottom and over to the Seashell Sunshine Coast area. So like I said, 90% is specific to the appraisals and the adjustments on construction and logging equipment losses.
The travel on the island is fine, but it's when you have to go off island, because I do Powell River, I do the islands up and down. So I guess it's the ferry travel. You just kind of learn to, multitask while you wait for the ferries and while you travel on the ferries. So that's kind of a unique situation for me. And at times I found myself in float planes going to some remote locations to these islands. So it's interesting, but it is different. It's challenging.
Despite the travel, Debbie and Brad know it was the right move for them.
We felt that it was a really good move for us joining a mid-sized firm. They're flexible, a little less bureaucracy than we're used to, because we do come from, a larger national adjusting company. We found that their web-based system, which they call KeyView, is a fantastic claim system. But, before we made the move to Kernaghan, we had to make sure that all these things were in place, because we wanted to make sure that we could, continue to provide professional service to our clients, as well as meeting our needs and what we were used to, work-wise, and we wanted to be happy in what we were doing.